Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still moving in this descending price channel. Definitely next week or this week, depending on your time zone, you know what I mean, in the coming week, I am going to watch this trend channel very closely. I think a break above it could indicate the next wave to the upside. However, until we break above the upper boundary line here of this trend channel, the trend is down and I'm going to watch for further downside. The market has again reacted to my resistance area here, and it is possible we get one more low more directly, or maybe after another rally. We're going to take a look at that now. I want to explain that in detail. Before I'm going to zoom in here, quick reminder of the context. Okay, context is very important here. We're dealing with a scenario in which the fourth wave bottomed here on the 1st of May. I'm going to watch for the white scenario as long as we're holding the upper micro support area, which ends at 62,540. In the white scenario, I'm labeling that as wave 1, wave 2, and then A, B, with a C wave to come. But that C wave hasn't started yet, and there's absolutely no evidence it has. So that's why I said in the previous videos, I'm going to watch for further downside until I see a break above the upper boundary line. And obviously not even resistance was broken. So we need a first signal that a low is in. As you can see, we are very close to that 62,540 level. And therefore, this is obviously the area where I'm watching for a reversal. But the situation is one in which I'd be on the side of caution still, okay? We could easily break below 62,540 and then just, let's say, the structure could morph into the yellow count, which is definitely a reasonable and plausible alternative. The level that distinguishes between the white count and the yellow count is 62,540. This means short-term bullish versus short-term bearish with a very clear level in between, which divides between the two. And until I see a first impulsive reaction, there is no low in place, and we have to prepare for further downside, even though this is now a very interesting spot, because this is very close to the key 78.6 retracement. By the way, I cannot be more confident about the white count. As I said from the beginning, the structure to the upside, it has problems. It is at best a diagonal pattern. Someone asked in the previous video why the third wave is an ABC structure. Well, it's very clearly because this move up is not in 5 waves, it's only in 3. And the proportions allow for the interpretation of this move up as an ending diagonal. So wave 5 as an ending diagonal in which the subwaves are ABC structures, including the third wave. Yeah, so it's very clear. Then let's take a look at the 30-minute chart. I mean, quick reminder for anybody, or maybe for anybody who's not so familiar with previous videos. The idea was, okay, we were looking for further downside. We've arrived at the last low on the, what was that, Friday the 21st. And I think it was, it came close to my target, like by $50, $100. So it came very close. I did take that target box off the chart now, but it came very close, but didn't quite reach the target. But we're basically there. So the wave count to the downside is technically full. But I highlighted to you, okay, so the wave count is full, but we also need to consider the yellow scenario. And therefore I cannot confirm a low in place until I see a little bit more upside momentum, or at least a break above initial resistance. The resistance area was on the chart. It's between 64,066 and 64,450. The resistance area wasn't even broken, as you can see. So the market respects the fib levels, and we have seen since then further downside. I'm not entirely sure what this is. This is not clear at all, but therefore I highlighted to you, this is only a corrective rally. Let's see if something more bullish emerges, but until we see 5 waves, I'm looking for further downside. Now, we had a reaction. I've highlighted here how a larger ABC structure could look like. Bitcoin could definitely do that, but I would also not be surprised to see one more low directly. So to keep it simple, I'm looking for further downside, but this is the spot where a larger ABC structure could form. But after an ABC, we could still see further downside. It really takes that development of a 5-wave move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which would involve a break out of the upper boundary of the channel, to indicate a low has formed here in wave B. The problem is that this is now so close to the previous low, it's very likely we're going to break. So I'll keep you updated about that. Next support should be clear. It's at 62,540. And as I said over the last few days, maybe a final flush would not be a bad thing, but it can happen very, very, very quickly. Yeah, at least it would probably end the pain because it would give us a flush out, and then people would probably miss buying because it will happen so quickly. So be prepared for anything. The support levels are clear. If we are following the yellow count, then the area between 55 and 58K is going to be relevant as support for wave C or 4 in the yellow count. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.